Hi everyone, today's headlines. Total lockdown in Aboy subdivision under Mon district till August 10. Parent Henin Kungwa check gate to be shifted to Pungwa for a period of 14 days. Man shot dead at New Bisampew under Parent. Food Zero to lift total lockdown from August 5. Man founded at Eastern Nursing Home in Tunzang. NEP in Nagaland, an air of optimism among educators. State government orders transfer of DHD medical officers. WSKH appeals for installation of TrueNet machine. Department of Health and Family Welfare invites candidate for temporary appointment for 195 post. 2 staff at Raj Bhavan Kohima test positive for COVID-19. Returnee samples misplaced, tested again. Total lockdown in Aboy subdivision under Mon district till August 10. Deputy Commissioner of Mon, Tavasilan K. IS enforced total lockdown in Aboy subdivision under Mon district. Starting from August 4, 2020, 5 pm till August 10, 2020. An order issued by Tavasilan on Sunday stated that total lockdown is enforced in light of certain emerging circumstances and with the views to contain the spread of COVID-19. As guidelines to follow, the DC Mon stated that all movement of public is prohibited except on medical emergencies. All business or commercial establishment and shops except pharmacies shall remain closed. All movements of public vehicles is strictly prohibited. No movements will be permitted in or out of Aboy subdivision. Not more than 20 people will be permitted in case of funerals, it added. Further, the DC Mon requested all to comply with this order. Any person found violating this order will be penalized under relevant provisions of the law. Parent Henin Kungwa check gate to be shifted to Pungwa for a period of 14 days. Parent District Task Force decided to temporarily shift Henin Kungwa check gate to Pungwa for a period of 14 days with effect from August 6, 2020. A meeting of the Parent District Task Force on COVID-19 was held on August 3, 2020. At Conference Hall, District Headquarters Parent under the chairmanship of DC Parent cum DTF Chairman Sendi Wapang Iyer NCS. In the meeting, a brief account on the current COVID scenario in the district was given by DSO Parent Dr. Hedan Kibi. He informed that 35 inmates were presently lodged, out of which 18 were positive. He also highlighted the issues of lodging for frontline workers, paid testing and shifting of Henin Kungwa check gate to Pungwa. Man shot dead at New Bisampew under Parent. A man in his 40s was shot dead by unknown miscreants at his home last night at New Bisampew village under Parent district. The deceased is identified as Dichungbi of New Bisampew village, Parent. He was shot dead on the night of August 4, 2020, around 7:30 pm by unknown miscreants at his home. There was no one else in his home at the time he was shot. The police said that they are yet to establish any further progress at the time of filing this report, but the case is under investigation. As per a villager of New Bisampew, the man was alone at his home when the incident happened. His wife and children had gone for prayer. The deceased was an employee at Power Department, informed the source. An affair has been lodged at Atimbung Police Station, confirmed the officer in charge. The mortal remains of the deceased has been taken to Jaluki this morning, and after necessary formalities, the body will be taken to Dimapur for post-mortem. Futsura to lift total lockdown from August 5. On the recommendation from the Block Task Force for COVID-19, the total lockdown in Futsura town, which was imposed on July 29, would be lifted on August 5. An order from the Deputy Commissioner PEG, Sachin Jaiswal, stated on August 4. The order, however, stated that the guidelines issued by the Office of the Chief Secretary on July 31 would be in place. ADC Futsiro, Puleshe K. Yeptomi, has also issued an order on Tuesday stating that all the areas which were sealed on July 28 would be lifted from August 5. The order was issued as all household members and primary contact being tested for COVID-19 were found negative. The source informed that though they have been tested negative, they would be kept under home quarantine for another 7 days. The locations which were sealed as per order from ADC on July 28 included Lesumi Village, Zipa Colony, Mission Colony, Seed Farm Colony and JNV Quarantine Center. They were sealed after positive cases were detected from those areas. Man found dead at Eastern Nursing Home in Tunzang. A man was found dead at Eastern Nursing Home in Tunzang town on Tuesday. The Public Relation Officer PRO of Tunzang Police informed that the matter is still under investigation and a postmortem will be conducted to ascertain the cause of death. The PRO further informed that the deceased was most likely to be a member of a Naga political group. A reliable source also informed that the deceased was brought to the nursing home by two men who left the body there. The two men brought the dead body and left. They are trying to trace these two men, said the source. NEP in Nagaland, an air of optimism among educators. After a gap of 34 years, the new National Education Policy NEP 2020 was recently approved by the Union Cabinet. If implemented, it will revamp the previous education structure in the country, which was formulated in 1986. In Nagaland, the department concerned and Education Association are in the process of reviewing the new policy as to how best it can be implemented in the state. An official from the School Education Department informed that a meeting was held on the matter on Tuesday. Several education associations in the state also informed that they were discussing and reviewing the new policy. State government orders transfer of DHD medical officers. State government has ordered transfer and posting of a few medical officers of District Hospital Dimapur and stated that the handing and taking over charge should be completed on or before August 10, 2020. WSKH appeals for installation of TrueNet machine. Western Sumi Kukami Hoho WSKH has appealed for installation of TrueNet test machine for COVID-19 at Newland CHC, Kuboto PHC and Akito Village PHC, Kagaboto. Department of Health and Family Welfare invites candidate for temporary appointment for 195 posts. The Directorate of Health and Family Welfare, Government of Nagaland invites candidates from bona fide indigenous inhabitants of the state of Nagaland for temporary appointment for filling of 195 posts of the following categories of posts against existing vacancies and newly created posts. 15 number of junior specialist, 168 posts of medical officer, 6 posts of research scientist for BSL lab and 6 posts of lab technician for BSL lab. The Principal Director Health and Family Welfare Dr. Vijuli K notified that the last date of the submission of application is August 16, 2020. No application form will be issued from the office, he added. Duly filled in application in PDF format along with requisite supporting document should be submitted through email to hfw.recruitment2020@gmail.com. The terms and conditions and prescribed format of application can be downloaded from the department website nagahealth.nagaland.gov.in. Incomplete application, if submitted, will be rejected summarily. List of rejected application will be published in the office notice board. Those 28 medical officers engaged against regular sanctioned posts on fixed pay may also apply, informed the Health and Family Welfare Department. 2 staff at Raj Bhavan, Kohima tested positive for COVID-19. 2 members of Raj Bhavan Kohima staff tested positive for COVID-19. Both of them are shifted to COVID Care Center in Kohima for further treatment. A Twitter notification from Raj Bhavan Kohima on Wednesday, while informing on 2 COVID positive cases among its staff members, said, "Rest all were tested and found COVID negative. The COVID-19 Standard Operating Protocol SOP is in place," it informed. Returnee samples misplaced tested again. In what could be procedural lapse, returnees in some of the quarantine centers in Dimapur have been reportedly retested as their first swab samples have been misplaced. One of the returnees, on the condition of anonymity, told that while it had been more than a week since their first test was conducted, she was yet to receive her report. Some of the returnees who had been tested along with her reportedly received their results on August 3. On the morning of August 4, she was informed that her sample, which were sent to NHAK in Kohima, had been misplaced and a new test was required. Expressing apprehension over this entire procedure, the returnee said, "The first time we went for test at CMO office, 31 of us were crammed in one bus. 2 of us even had to stand on our way back because the bus was packed with returnees. Now that I have to go for test again, I am worried how they are going to facilitate that." It may be mentioned here that other returnees too had posed similar concerns earlier. On July 28, a day after being tested, one of the returnees took to Twitter to show how 31 of them from different quarantine centers were accommodated into one bus for testing at CMO's office. "We returned on July 17, but our test was conducted after 10 days in isolation, and 31 of us from different centers were fitted into one bus. On top of that, the partition between the driver and the passengers was made with a cardboard and some old plastic covering," she said. That's all for now. To get such latest news, don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you.